there, listener. Today is Free Ride Friday, so make sure you hang on to the end of the episode to hear who won this week's free ride to the $100 MBA Training and Community. That's a lifetime membership to over 180 video lessons, interviews with experts, workbooks, a community forum, a whole lot more. And all you got to do to enter our weekly random draw is to drop us an iTunes rating and review. If you're on your iPhone, just click on the cover art. You'll see a link that says give us a rating and review. Just click that. Or on your computer, you can go to 100mba.net/show. All the instructions are there. Don't forget, we do this every single Friday, so tune in and find out if you won. Let's jump into today's episode. Hey-o! Welcome to the $100 MBA Show, the business podcast. It's all about getting you to where you need to get to with your business, with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. You can check out our blog, our free course, our guides, a whole lot more at 100mba.net. And in today's lesson, you will learn how to handle customer demands. If you sell a product or service, you're going to get feedback from customers. You're going to get demands from customers, asking for new features, asking for different types of products, changes to your existing products. How do you handle all these demands? How do you reply to these customers? And how do you actually take these demands and see which ones make the cut and which ones don't? We get into all of that in today's episode, so let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Xero, spelled Xero. Xero is an online accounting software and platform for your small business. With Xero, it doesn't matter if your small business is a brick and mortar or online, because Xero is born in the cloud and built in the cloud. This means you can manage your accounting anytime, anywhere from your Mac, PC, iOS, or Android device. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at xero.com/podcasts and start managing your invoicing with Xero and get paid faster. And not only that, but Xero randomly selects 5 people a month who've signed up to receive a mystery box of goodies from Xero. Plus, from a company that already swears by Xero. Get your free 30-day trial at xero.com/podcasts. Every business has customers, and customers have opinions, and they're going to voice them to you. You can call it feedback, you can call it demands, you can call them requests. But the point is that they're going to let you know what they think of your products and services and what they want from you. Now, your job as a business owner is to take that feedback, take those demands, and see which one of those are you going to actually implement and do and carry out, and which ones are you going to just say thanks for your feedback and make the decision it's just not a priority for your business. So I'm going to go through some steps, 4 steps when it comes to handling customer demands. Let's get into step number 1. The first thing you got to do whenever a customer reaches out to you with any kind of feedback, demands, requests, is acknowledge your customer. You have to acknowledge the fact that they took the time out to send you an email. You need to convey your appreciation, regardless of the tone of the email. I know this is hard, but regardless of the tone of the email, you need to let them know that thank you for emailing me and taking the time to give us feedback. Because every piece of feedback can help your business. Whether you do take on that piece of feedback or you decide to make a change because of that feedback or not. Because if you don't make the change because it's not a good fit for your business, it just reinforces what you are all about. So they are helping you regardless if you're going to use the feedback or not. Secondly, your customers need to be acknowledged. You need to let them know that you appreciate them being a part of your community and communicating with you. If I look back at my experience as a business owner over the years, and I got feedback from my customers, it's not always wonderful in terms of the tone, in terms of the way they're actually conveying their feedback. It may sound like they're complaining or they're being a jerk. Often the feedback is valid and it has something there that I can use. And that leads me to step 2. So don't forget, step 1, acknowledge the customer, reply to them, let them know that you appreciate their feedback. Step 2, extract the feedback, but leave the packaging. Now, I just mentioned sometimes people are going to give you feedback in a manner that you don't appreciate or that you don't prefer. They might be abrasive. They might say to you that they're very frustrated. They might even say that you're incompetent. Now, whether that's warranted or not, it doesn't matter. The point is that your job as the entrepreneur is to improve your business. So you got to take the information they're giving you, the feedback, the demand, the request, and see if you can get value from it, if you can take that and use it in your business. And leave the packaging that they give it to you. That also includes if the packaging is nice and sweet and is very kind. A lot of people are very overglowing. They sandwich it with these, all this great praise, which is nice, but you could just leave that on the side and just take the information they're actually giving you. So step 1, acknowledge your customer. Step 2, extract the feedback, leave the packaging. Step 3, you need to triage your feedback. Triage is a term they use in the emergency room in hospitals. In the emergency room, when somebody comes in with a broken arm, is going to be treated before somebody who has a headache. It's a little bit more urgent when somebody has an arm that's broken or a severed leg or something like that. Yeah, I know it sounds gruesome, but it's more of a serious situation. So they have to triage, they have to prioritize the importance of each situation. But how do you know what's important in your business? This is why you have to have a very clear goal of what your business is all about. A mission statement, if you will, and it has to be very specific. So for example, with our business webinar Ninja, we have a very clear goal. Our goal is to make it as easy as possible for our users to create effective webinars. That's the goal. Make it as super simple for you to create a very effective webinar. So if I get a piece of feedback that helps drive that goal, that's very important. That piece of feedback gets to the top of the list. But if that piece of feedback doesn't drive that goal, it's a feature that would be nice, but doesn't really help make creating webinars easy and effective, then it gets moved to the bottom. So make sure you triage based on that goal. You may want to take some time to sit down and define that mission statement because it's going to drive everything. It's going to help you have clarity, and clarity is so important in business so you know what your goal is, what you're all about, and what you're working towards. So step 1, acknowledge your customer. Convey your appreciation. Step 2, extract the feedback, leave the packaging. Step 3, triage the feedback, the demand, the request. I got one more step for you. It's critical, and it has to do with all 3 steps. But before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Xero. Xero. Xero's beautiful accounting software built to help small businesses be more productive and successful. Best of all, Xero is easy to use. If your accounting software is not easy, it's not good looking, you're not going to want to see it, you're not going to want to use it. You can send invoices, online quotes to your customers, pay your employees, manage your cash flow, expenses, and even inventory with Xero. Xero's in the cloud, so you can access and manage your business accounting on the go. Xero does what desktop software does and more. Plus, you can use it anywhere at any time from your mobile device. For example, if you're traveling on a conference or even traveling on vacation and you need to send an invoice to a client, you could do it easily from your mobile device and get paid instantly. So sign up for a free 30-day trial at xero.com/podcasts. That's xero.com/podcasts with an S. Xero, beautiful accounting software built to help small businesses be more productive and successful. Sign up for your free trial, guys. A whole month for free at xero.com/podcasts. All right, guys, step 4, one more step when it comes to handling customer demands. And this relates to the first 3, acknowledge your customers, extract the feedback, leave the packaging, and triaging. Step 4, communicate. You can never over-communicate when it comes to dealing with your customers. That means when you triage the feedback, the demand that they actually give you, you need to communicate back to them what will you do with that feedback. Even if that means it's a low priority, and you're going to put it as a low priority and won't be dealt with or looked at until further into the future. Communicating that and being transparent with your customers is important because they need to understand what the goal of your actual product is. It's okay for you to acknowledge the customers and say, hey, thank you so much for that feedback. We really appreciate the time that you took to write this email. We made a note of your demand or your piece of feedback, and we definitely want to take a look at it. But at this time, it's not one of our highest priorities. The mission of our business is X, and we're really working on these things right now. And obviously what they're demanding is something that is a high priority. Let them know too that you're going to be working on it as soon as possible. So it's not just enough to acknowledge and thank the customer. You also have to let them know what you're going to do with that demand. What are you going to do with the feedback? You don't want to make them feel like you're just, patronizing them. All right, fine. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, we'll get to it. Let them know how it's going to be incorporated in your business. Guys, if there's something I've learned in my experience in business is that the better you communicate with your customers, the more loyal and the more they become happy to be a part of your community. They appreciate your transparency and letting them know how things are going. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. But hey, today's Free Ride Friday, so I'm going to announce a winner. Who won this week's free ride? A lifetime membership to the $100 MBA Training and Community. All right, this week's winner is Ampavelli. Ampavelli says, good stuff, 5 stars. really enjoy this show a lot. I can see why it won the Best of iTunes 2014 Podcast Award. Thank you so much, Ampavelli, for that review, and congratulations! You are a member of the $100 MBA Training and Community. Just email us at contact@100mba.net so we can hook you up with lifetime access to our training and community, the $100 MBA. Guys, remember, we do this every single Friday, and all you got to do to enter our weekly random draw is drop us an iTunes rating and review. As always, we appreciate every single one of you guys that are listening, that subscribe to the show, that give us ratings and reviews, that are supporters, that share the show on social media. It really means a whole lot to us, and it really helps us spread the word and access more aspiring entrepreneurs just like you. All right, guys, I want to leave you with this. One of the things about receiving demands and feedback from your customers, it allows you to grow thick skin. And you really need to grow thick skin